Right now, I'm watching Ted McGrath, Message to Millions. That's what he's known for. I got the opportunity to join Dream Clients, and so I got a call from Coach Dean, and he was a little bit annoyed that I hadn't done my homework simply because I didn't know what the homework was. And I had been so busy with all the other calls I had gotten. And then when he said, well, you need to go through module 1 from Message to Millions and module 1 from Dream Clients, I was like, okay. And then some time later, when I was doing grocery shopping, it just brought me back to that one moment. I went to see Ted McGrath during COVID, or when COVID broke out, and I knew this guy had the answers. No doubt in my mind. And then the next year, he was doing his online summit. And I was on a high. So it was the end of January. And I was working with a lot of other people. We were working closely. And then that last Sunday, I was having all these calls with all these people, VIP calls. We were working till late at night. And I felt like I'm here. I've got a breakthrough for my story and all that stuff. And that day, that Sunday, I was actually supposed to go see my mom. So I had seen her the Wednesday before. And normally I would come on a Saturday, somewhere during the weekend. And I was like, well, I'll just come on Sunday. Remember sitting on the stairs, I'd done laundry, I'd taken a shower. I was literally in between calls. And I said, I need to go see my mom because she's going to be so alone. So I called my brother, which I had already been doing for a couple of hours, and I couldn't get a hold of him. So instead of apping him, sending him text messages, I decided to actually call him. And I understood what was going on. It was his oldest son's birthday. So he said, well, I've checked the cameras and she's been silent since 2 o'clock. We're talking about 8 o'clock in the evening. And I'm like, oh my God, that's not good. Yeah, but if it assures you, and he just had installed cameras literally that week. I don't see anything weird. It looks like she's lying in bed. Everything ran through my mind. I need to go there. I need to go there. I need to go there. Yeah, but what if I go there and she doesn't appreciate it? I'm high on adrenaline. I'm in the midst of this race, feeling like I'm getting there with my story, with everything that's needed to get that breakthrough for my work. And if I go there and she's going to be pissed at me, because she could be at that time, it was either she was loving or she was pissed, really pissed at me. And of course, there was this other thing, which is food. And I didn't know if my brother had made any food, left any food in the fridge, because I couldn't cook. I mean, I wasn't able to stand on 2 feet because my ankle hadn't fully healed from the second surgery. I was still walking with crutches, and the house of my mom was big. It was basically 2 houses. So every time I went there, I left and my ankle would be hurting immensely. So I was like, oh my God, what if she wants food? Every restaurant was closed, curfew. So I was like, how am I going to manage this? I don't know. So the next day, I bring one of my clients to a shelter like, for the homeless shelter. And it was devastating. And I was like, oh my God. So while I'm there, and I'm literally focused on my client. He's around 30 years old. And, you know, someone with autism, it's not good at all. And we're almost done. And I get a call, unknown number, for me unknown. And then my brother calls me and I'm like, yeah, but this is too important. I mean, I'm here with a client whose life is about to end because he has to stay in a homeless shelter. And with his autism, it's going to drive him nuts. And I didn't know if he would survive this. And so, okay, I leave him there. I walk back to the car. And I have this text message from my brother. I suppose you already know, but Mom has died. Wow. Guilt trip all over. Well, the first thing I did was call the one who arranges the funerals. So, and this is a true story. A month prior to this happening in December, we had what we call a pocket call. So apparently he had called me without knowing it. So I called him back and then he called me again and I said, well, I'm going to talk to you soon anyway because my mom, she doesn't have much longer. Don't know how long she has, but it won't be much longer than this. And here we were. And he was surprised because I actually had said to him, it's not going to be much longer. And it was true. So I talked to her GP, her family doctor. I was the first there on the scene at her house. And I thought I would be alone when I got in. So I got in and then all of a sudden I get approached by these two girls. I don't know. I felt like I jumped a feet in the air or 3 feet. And those were the new girls who were going to take care of her from that day on. And I knew she hated that change. She had had this other caregiver who came 2 times a week, a nurse. And they went along very well. But my mom wasn't good with changes. And, well, they were late. And when they came, she just had passed away. So for a couple of days I had a guilt trip and then I was realizing if I would have been there, I would have done everything in my power I could do. Anything. Just to make sure that she would be okay again. But she wouldn't have been okay. And she wanted to die in this house. And she died in the house. And I believe she died peacefully. So she needed a stick to walk. She used a broomstick actually because of crutches, that was a no-go. And she left it next to the door. And then she walked next to the chair, which she couldn't do without support. I don't know. Probably she realized it. She laid down next to the chair, took the cushion, took the pillow, the cushion from the chair, pulled it under her hair, under her head. She must have been lying there for about 11 hours, during which I called my brother, sat on the stairs, was like, I need to go there, but I don't have the time. What if? But she looked peacefully. She was on her side and it looked good. And a couple of days later, it dawned on me that everything that had happened, she wasn't in bed. These were her pillows. She had made up the bed with the less strength she got, and she was a proud woman. Always everything was organized. I mean, I could, maybe one day I'm the same. I don't know. And she was actually in a corner that the camera couldn't spot. Oh, maybe if he had turned the camera. So everything combined, the caregivers being late, my brother not seeing it, me being so busy. I guess it was the way it was supposed to be. So now I'm watching Ted McGrath, and we're talking about the story. And, well, a few things have happened. I just recorded a video because I went to this Kiss concert last Monday. It was so cool, and I went there because I won tickets, telling a story about Eric Carr and how he inspired me. And Gaby put fox makeup on my face because I had mentioned her, and I said, well, if I want to go, I want to go with her because I would win 2 tickets if I would win, and I won. So last night I was like, I want to go there, but it doesn't feel right. And then it was like as if I heard my mom talking, go take your friend with you, go do it together. So I sent her this text message, knock, knock. And, I shared the story. Well, she burst into tears. And, going through the story, it just all seems to align. And so I'm highly emotional right now. I didn't know that by signing up, I would be back literally February 1st. With everything I just told you, it's a lot. I'm surrounded by stuff from my mom's right now. There's a lot of stuff here at my place. I actually don't have the room for it. So a lot is going to be sold. And I have to go through some stuff. But yes, even when she's not around, she's making a difference. And yeah. Anyway, make sure with your loved ones that you tell them you love them. And if they're no longer around, please remember the beautiful moments. Make sure with your loved ones that you tell them you love them. And if they're no longer around, please remember the beautiful moments.